Alright folks, today we are going to take the house that you designed in SketchUp and do a little interior design work with a program called Homestyler. This is an example of what you can do in Homestyler. We are going to use the shell of your house. So we took measurements, we looked at how big your house is. We're going to put that into a blueprint in Homestyler, and then we're going to add a couple things. We're going to add a front door and a back door if you made one. We're going to add some windows. We're going to divide that big interior into a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room, and then we're going to furnish each room. We're going to put a bed and chairs, and in the kitchen we'll put like a refrigerator and a stove and all those sorts of things. Okay, so first we have to remember how big our house is. And I can round these numbers off. So my house is about 27 feet long by 16 feet wide. And those are the numbers I'm going to use. Okay, so when you go into this program called Homestyler and open it up, it's just going to give you a blank page. There's some tools across the top, ones to draw walls, ones to draw the outside line of your house, whole bunch of different things. And then on the left hand side is where we can add to it. There's a building tab where we can add windows and doors. There's a catalog tab with chairs and everything else you can think of. And we're going to put it all together. Alright, so let's start up here by choosing a shape. My house is generally a rectangle. So I'm going to choose that shape and drag it to my screen. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright, and then if I click, it tells me in small numbers how big it is. And I said it was about 27 feet long. So as I drag this side, I noticed that the numbers change. So I'm going to get it close to 27 feet. And it was about 16 feet wide. So I'm going to drag it so the numbers on the side go to about 16 feet. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. 16. Good right there. Okay. Now I have that part of my house. It's the outside shell. Before I put walls and stuff in, I'm going to figure out where the doors are. So I'm going to look at my original house. Say I got a door on the long side and a window on that side. So I'll go back in here and I'm going to go to the building tab and find some doors and windows. Okay. The first time you use this, it's going to take a little while for all of these images to load in. That's pretty normal. And then once you're done with that, the next time you come back, it's going to be pretty quick. So my door was right about there. Okay, I'm going to zoom out, use my mouse wheel to zoom. And I'm going to put some windows in. So again, building. I'm going to go back to building elements, find my windows. Okay, and then I'm just going to scroll down, find one I like. That one looks pretty cool. So I know on my drawing I had a window here. I can use a keyboard shortcut of Control D for duplicate. And if I click on that window and click Control D, and I now have another window, and I can put them side by side. Put in as many windows as you want. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as your drawing. When you get to each side, these windows actually flip around so they do fit the right location in your house. Okay, so there we go. I got a bunch of windows. Alright, next step. Let's put some walls in. I'm going to draw some walls inside our house. It doesn't matter which one of these you pick. Either one is fine. And then I'm going to draw. I want a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room. So in this house, I'm going to pretend or imagine or create a bedroom right back here. And again, it's just clicking. I'm going to put a bathroom maybe in this corner. And then kitchen, living room area, I'll open that all up. Okay. How do you get into a bathroom? How do you get into a bedroom? Then we can add doors. So I go back to build. I can add doors in this. I'll put, you know what, I'm going to put a big sliding door in the back of the house. I haven't looked at sliding doors yet, so this is going to take a little while to load the first time I use it. Okay. You'll notice that there's a little person in the middle of my build here as well. In the upper right hand corner, it gives me an idea of what it looks like inside the house from this person's point of view. So I can actually go click on this person too and move them around and get different views of what's going on in my house. Okay. Alright, so back to the building part. I was going to put a sliding door in the back. That looks pretty good. Doesn't really fit there. There, that's better. Okay. Alright. Quick, I'm going to put a door in the bathroom and the bedroom. Let's choose swing doors. And then we're going to furnish it. So I'm going to put a couch and all those sorts of things in there too. Okay. All right. I don't feel like waiting. So let's go right to the catalog piece. To put stuff in my house, I'm going to click on the catalog and then choose what I want. If I like this little purple chair, I can click it and place it wherever I want. These are life-size objects. This is why it was important to try to get your house a real size so that they look like they actually fit in the space. Okay, let me go back. Kitchen, maybe I want to put something in the kitchen. Say last thing is just a stove. Okay, I'm going to put the kitchen over in this corner of the room, so my stove is going to be there. Alright. Once you get your whole house furnished, I can click this window in the upper right hand corner, and it's going to give me a view of what it is. There's that purple chair, there's the door in the window, there's the stove on the wall that we just put in. Okay, and when you're all done, here's one I've already made. This is for a cabin. So we see it's got cabinets on the wall, stairs, everything, and then when I actually click on it, I have a fully furnished house. This is what you want to do. Use your imagination. Try some things. If you don't like it, change it. But all in all, be a little bit patient, and it'll end up really cool. Good luck.